day. This is Montessori Guru. Today, I just want to give a run through of the pronunciation of the letter sounds that we use when we present the sandpaper letters to our very young children. As we've always emphasized in the language curriculum of in the language Montessori curriculum, there is an emphasis on introducing young children to the sounds of the letters. No? So two very important components that we have here, which is the use of sounds and the use of small case letters. Okay. Why do we use the small case letters? Well, because since the child is just learning, we want to introduce and facilitate, the objective will be to facilitate and introduce the child to an appreciation of the letters in the environment. And if we look at the letters in the environment, most of what we see are small letters. No? Big letters are only used to emphasize, like to put emphasis on certain words, no, usually to reflect some emotion, or to use as the beginning letter of a sentence or a name, no, of proper nouns. And these are the nuances of our language that in the beginning will not necessarily be helpful yet. It is something that they will learn to understand as they read more things or as they learn more about the written word, as they read more books. But right now, what we want is to empower them with that very basic desire, our very basic interest to look at written symbols around them and to decode. So we'd like to reinforce that by empowering these children with the keys of language, which is really letter sounds in small case letters. And we have received inquiries on how to work with the sandpaper letters, how to introduce the sandpaper letters. Of course, the sandpaper letters is a very important and powerful tool, and it gives the child the opportunity to touch the letters, to see the letters. But an important component, of course, of letter sounds is the sound. In fact, it is the first thing that they even encounter, even before looking at the letters. It's the sound, that they first encounter. And so I'd like to share my screen for a bit and walk you through the different sounds and how they are pronounced, at least when we begin to introduce them to the children. So, when we introduce children to letter sounds, we want to stick to the pure sounds first, or what we call the phonetics, no? The basic sounds. We deviate from the names because, again, the names are not um, typically used to read. No? You don't say when you see the word CAT or kaat, that is the meaningful interpretation of that is cat. It's not, you don't look at it and say CAT. What is a CAT? You don't usually go around, oh, ISEEACAT. No, you say, I see a cat. So it's the sounds, the essence is sounds. So let us look at these letters here that we have. Okay, so this is mm, pure sound of not not m. Okay, pure because we want to hear the child to hear the pure sound. Mm, as in mop. This is a apple. Pot. For this, I usually ask the children to put their hands in. Can you feel that? That's a sound. Hat. Oh, ah, orange. Ah, orange. T, top. B, bus. I, igloo. Sun. W, w, watch. E, egg. K. Okay, this is k, without the pressure. Just say k, ki, l, lamp, up, d, dog, net, j, jam. Oh, this one is k, k. You will feel some pressure here. K, 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 cat. Okay. R, rat. F, fan. G, gift. Qu, quail. Q is a special letter which we do not normally introduce to preschool children because Q or Q is a letter that cannot stand by itself. It always exists with the A. So it's literally not a letter, it's actually a phonogram. So we usually leave that for the child to discover later on when they're already reading and exploding into reading. Van, x, xylophone, y, yak, z, zipper. Okay. So those are letter sounds for today. Those are the phonic sounds. Now, this is the first step. We want to empower the children with phonetic reading. And so you will say, how about the A's, the long A's, the long E's? We'll get there. The SH, the CH, the ooh, they can't say oh. Yes, we'll get there. But for now, we want to give them the confidence. There's already a lot of words that they could read just by giving them this foundation, like animal, pure sounds. Animal, clinic, clinic. Okay, so many words already. So we want to be careful that when we're starting with these letter sounds, we want to empower them. We will guide you through as your child masters the letter sounds and moves on to reading later on. But for now, let's focus on the letter sounds. Thank you, and I hope that was helpful. See you again. This is Montessori Guru. Bye.